June 2000 here, coming at you with my January movie haul, and also a gift from package from my good friend Sean over at Cinephile Sanity. Definitely subscribe to channel at Cinephile Sanity. He sent me a gift, and I also have my movie haul that I picked up. A few movies, not a lot of movies I picked up, but all in all, I just only picked a few. But all in all, I'm doing good, folks. And yeah, let's get this video haul started. First up movie I picked up was the Death Wish movie with Charles Bronson. Great film. It's a really badass revenge movie from 1974, and I feel like Charles Bronson kicks ass in this movie role and delivers badass performance. And nothing bad about the original. I like this better than the remake. The one with Bruce Willis, I didn't care for. To me, I prefer to just watch Bruce Willis in the Die Hard films. But him in the remake as Paul Kersey, which is the Charles Bronson character's role, didn't really care for it. Didn't care for that remake, but this one was better. The original old school badass Death Wish film. I even like the second film, even though it's a bit goes too much with the uncut version. But and I also enjoy the third movie, which I actually like that more than the second one. It's the third Death Wish film. That's my favorite in the series. But yeah, Death Wish, the original OG classic with Charles Bronson. Definitely enjoyed this one. Next one I picked up is Argo with Ben Affleck, Bryan Cranston, Alan Arkin, and John Goodman. And I really enjoyed Argo. This came out like a year or two after The Town, which is another badass film by Ben Affleck. And I got to see this one in theaters when it came out. I really enjoyed it. You got four great actors that are top four billings of this one. Definitely a badass cast right there. And it is a sad and scary movie at times where you don't know what's going to go on and happen when he's rescuing these people out of Iran and stuff and trying to get them out of there before they get caught. Yeah, it's a very suspenseful movie. Even the finale is pretty damn pulse pounding suspenseful. Like, you don't know if they're going to get caught or not. It's a really good finale. Highly recommend Argo. If nobody hasn't checked it out. Definitely pretty good film. Next one I have here is Rambo Last Blood, which I found for $8 at FYE. Very cheap. 4K to find. And it's also sealed. It's like, even though it's usually so it's so used, but it's actually sealed, which is insane. And I really enjoy Rambo Last Blood. I think this is the most badass action film that's seen the last in the last 10 years. I feel like this was the last good action movie until we got Silent Night, which was a badass John Woo film. But for a while, I wasn't really impressed with some of the action movies that were coming out, like during the 2020 start of the years. I I feel like 2020 was like a lackluster year, even though it was during the pandemic. But all in all, I really enjoyed Rambo Last Blood. Definitely deserves it delivered a great revenge finale that kicked ass, and its brutality and bloody as hell in that finale it does deliver. And I really enjoyed Rambo Last Blood. Stallone kicked ass in this movie. Excuse me. And I feel like this movie is pretty good. I like all the Rambo movies, even though this movie does have a weak story, and I still enjoy it. Same with the third movie. The third movie does have a weak story, but I still enjoy it. I like all the Rambo films because it's one of my favorite action movie franchise. All the movies kick ass in my opinion. Rambo Last Blood. And the next one I got from Walmart is with his new slipcovers, Beetlejuice from 1988, directed by Tim Burton. Great film starring Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, also starring Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Glenn Shydix, and also that piece of shit Jeffrey Jones. He's in the movie. And yeah, this is a great Tim Burton movie that kicks ass and it's criminally underrated. Because they got shit on when it came out. Even Cisco and Ebert hate this movie, which I don't fucking understand. But you get this cool line of the movie from the slipcover. it's showtime. You get a shot of his tombstone. Yeah, this is the 4K. I really enjoyed Beetlejuice. I think it was a great film. Sucks that there's no new special features, just the same features from the Blu-ray. 3 episodes from the animated TV show and then a theatrical trailer. That's it. But I heard the transfer is really good. Definitely want to check out the transfer for Beetlejuice. Yep, that's Beetlejuice. I picked up from Walmart. Next one I picked up from Walmart is Midway on 4K. Of course, this one has a new slipcover. And this is a criminally underrated remake World War II film that was really well done. There's nothing bad about it. Even the CGI is well shot. It's not like horrible CGI like the Flash movie, which I think is a piece of crap. But yeah, you get the slipcover with the dialogue, an object from the movie. That's the bravest damn thing I think I have ever seen by William Bull Halsey, a character that's in the movie. I really enjoy this movie. It was a very underrated film that doesn't really get a lot of recognition. It's really kind of shit on when it came out. But yeah, it's the 4K, and I really enjoy this movie. You got Dennis Quaid, Woody Harrelson, Aaron Eckhart, Patrick Wilson, and also who else is in the movie? Yeah, yeah, you got some other actors too. Mandy Moore's in the movie. She's not that bad either. Even Nick Jonas is playing a soldier character, and he's not that bad either. But he gets a very brutal death in the movie. He gets a brutal death scene where they toss him off the board, and he has like a rock that's attached to his leg, and he's floating down in the ocean, which is a very sad way to kill that character off. But yeah, definitely like the movie. The cast is great. Directed by Roland Emmerich, director of Day After Tomorrow, Universal Soldiers, and Independence Day. Definitely a great underrated remake. And hell, I am not a remake person, but there's remakes I like. I like a few of them, but it's not my favorite thing. It's remakes because I like the original movies more. But this movie worked, and it was great. That's Midway. And yeah, the last movie I picked up is one of my favorite movies from last year, and it's Silent Night. I know there's a steelbook that Walmart had, but I couldn't find the damn thing because it looked like that's not around. And I heard that's sold out on the website. So like, good luck if anybody finds the steelbook. Definitely pick it up, the steelbook, which is the 4K one of this movie. But sucks I couldn't find it. But this was they only had like a few copies of this one with the Blu-ray and DVD combo. Definitely enjoyed Silent Night. This is one of the most badass John Woo movies that does a great job with revenge, where it doesn't have dialogue because it's like a silent movie, but you only get like music, grunting sounds from the fighting, and gun sounds, but you don't get any dialogue in the movie. And it does a really good job with the revenge, where you actually buy the revenge thing, where it's well shot, well done. You feel the character with his rage and his emotion of wanting revenge. You see his training of wanting to train how to shoot, how to fight, how to use a knife. It's a well done, really well done revenge flick that does a great job. And it's great to see John motherfucking Woo coming back as a director, kicking ass like a motherfucker. And Joe, what's this guy, the lead character's name, the lead actor, Joe Kinnaman. He did a great performance. I liked his acting. Of course, he's not acting. He can't talk in the movie because in the movie they shot his throat, so they took his vocal out. That's why he's quiet in the movie. He can't talk. But his performance and his emotion and his anger and it's just a lot of his emotion speaks. Like you could see through his emotions. He does a great job in his emotions. Like you could tell he is feeling pain inside from losing his son. And you buy the revenge thing where it's not like tossing away where you just already get into the revenge. No, you get the build up like years and months go by until the day he makes the revenge. It's the last 40 minutes of the film, and it's very satisfying. Highly recommend to check out John Woo's Silent Night from 2023. Very badass film. And of course, I got package from my good friend Sean. Yep. I had to open this because it's a really big package. Okay, got it open. I got it halfway open before we start the video because it is a really big package. Alright. Let's see the movies that he sent me. And here it is. First up is a movie that I am definitely going to review and see my thoughts about it because I remember not caring for this movie, and it's Donnie Darko. I heard a lot of good things about it. I remember not caring about this movie when I first saw it. I just didn't get into it. But you know what? There's movies that way where I actually getting into it now that I'm starting to appreciate more now. But I'll definitely get Donnie Darko a chance and definitely watch this and also give this movie a review with my thoughts about the film because I have not seen this one because I only saw it like years ago and not carrying it, but definitely want to check it out. Thank you for sending this, Sean. Of course, he sent me more stuff. The 4K set of Indiana Jones with all the 4K movies of Indiana Jones, and that's badass that he sent me this because they're remastered in 4K, and yeah, it's cool that you have all the 4 movies. Fuck Dial Destiny, I'm not picking that up. These are the only ones that matter to me, is the 4 Indiana Jones films. Very nice set. Thank you, Sean, for sending this. Of course, this is open. Very nice package. Well, with all the items that are for the title of the movies. Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Ark. Kingdom of the Temple of Doom. Last Crusade. And the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I really enjoy these movies. Very badass packaging from the Indiana Jones films. Of course, you get all the movies in a DG book and a DG pack with Raiders, Crystal Skull. I think that's that's Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, and then you get a bonus disc behind it. Yeah, this is a great set. Thank you, Sean, for sending this. Very nice set, man. Yeah, really badass set for all the 4 movies on 4K remastered. And of course, the insert, which is badass to have with the set. Like, this is definitely a really badass set. You get all the posters, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. A lot of people shit on this movie. I really don't give a fuck what all the criticism this one gets. I prefer to watch this over that stupid ass Dial Destiny bullshit. This is, to me, the last good Indiana Jones movie where Harrison Ford looks happy to do this film. And I enjoyed it. I enjoy all these movies. Like, all these 4 movies matter to me. Dial Destiny can kiss my ass. Because that was a bullshit movie. And of course, you get all the explanation, the details, movie picture shots from the movie, from all the movies that Indiana Jones went through, with all the characters. Very badass. Definitely very badass to have. I like all the 4 movies. The worst one I would say is Dial Destiny. That's the one I would skip. These are the ones I would rewatch because these 4 movies matter. And Indiana Jones is a badass character, and Harrison Ford kicks ass like a motherfucker in this movie. In this movie series. Yep. You get some pictures in the back. But the insert in the back showing details of it. Yeah, I like all the 4 movies. Dial Destiny I skip. that's a piece of shit. But this is a great set. Thank you, Sean. Of course, the next movie that he put in the set is People on the Stairs, which he found very cheap for $10, and it's actually a sealed copy. See, it's a sealed copy. Definitely happy to own this. Thank you, Sean, for sending this very badass Wes Craven film that kicks ass. This is one of my all-time favorite Wes Craven films. This movie still holds up. And yep, I really enjoy People on the Stairs with Shocker and pardon me. Yeah, like I really enjoy People on the Stairs with Shocker, the Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Last House and all that. I really enjoy this movie. And Wes Craven is one of my favorite directors. Rest in peace, Wes Craven, masters of horror. He's a master horror director. He knows how to direct horror movies and thrillers that are good shit. I even enjoy Vampire in Brooklyn. I think that movie is super underrated and gets a lot of shit on. But all in all, really enjoy this film. Thank you for getting this, Sean, and yep, happy to own this on 4K. I know that I heard on the source that they details that there is actually special features that I heard there's on the 4K disc, which is going to be interesting to check out those more interesting interview features that they added on the 4K disc. Because I know the Blu-ray disc has the same features from the Blu-ray, but yeah, definitely want to check out the new 4K disc with the new transfer and the new features that they put in there. I think they're old features, but they said that it's features that are on the 4K disc, but it's not credited in the back. The back is just crediting commentary in original 4K scan. But this is a great film starring Evan McGill, Ving Rhames, Brandon Adams, Wendy Roby, AJ Langer, Sean Whalen. And yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I feel that this movie kicks ass. This is the movie that I feel like doesn't deserve a remake. It just should be stay alone as a standalone film that Wes Craven gave us this masterpiece. It's funny and thrilling at the same time. Too old to get tit, too young to wait. What was the line with Leroy? Because Leroy's a funny ass character by that rearranged portrays. Too old to get tit, too young to get ass. Fuck either way. Or too old's unlucky anyway. Doctor of Burgley, maybe. And cheat you Trey kick. Then they ain't gonna net for speed up with Leroy. I had busted this house's cherry. Nice to see the rich folk get rats too. Come on, fool, we're gonna go in. No, if Leroy Spencer says we gotta get out, stay out here, Leroy, so he could get all the good shit for himself. How can he throw your mama out on the street along with Ruby and the kid? Leroy, Jesus, you scared the shit out of me. I thought you were dead, Leroy. You were just laying there. A man ain't dead because he's just laying on the floor. I was listening. Something's in there. Why don't you stake up your head in there and see what it is? I like Leroy. He's a great character. It sucks that he gets killed too early off. But all in all, I really enjoy this movie. Even Sean Wayne playing the Roach character, even though he doesn't say nothing because he reveals his tongue is cut off. Roach is a good character. It sucks he gets killed too. But all in all, I really enjoy this movie. This movie kicks ass. Thank you, Sean. I got this movie. Sean sent me this, and it's 4K copy of Point Break from Shop Select. I know that this is the release that is lackluster with features. It kind of sucks that nobody got an interview for this movie, knowing how really good and masterpiece this film is. Definitely a great film. And all in all, I really feel like this movie is a badass film to watch. Of course, you get this arc. Picture of Patrick Swayze. Picture of the bank robbers with the president's mask. And yeah, this movie is a badass film. Definitely want to check out the transfer of the movie, which I'm looking forward to. it truly sucks that no no new interviews were made for some of the actors to be interviewed, like Lori Petty or John De La Grosse or even Gary Busey, because this is a high profile movie. Like, it's not like a shitty movie that, oh, they're not gonna interview them because it's shitty. Because I know that there's new people that work in a Screen Factory that are lazy on not doing new interviews, but on I'm looking forward to the transfer more than the features, because it's just the same features from the Blu-ray, but hopefully it's a better transfer than the Blu-ray that I have, which is the Warner Brother Blu-ray, which it's a mediocre transfer. But I heard a lot of praise about the new transfer. But this movie is a badass film. A lot of people seem to. There's some people that think this movie is overrated, which I don't understand. This movie is a fucking blast. It's a blast to watch. And I got some more movies here. Next one that Sean sent me is a 4K of Training Day with Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. This is a really great David Ayer movie. And also Anton Fuqua. I can't pronounce his last name. Fuqua? I almost said fuck, but my mistake if I butcher his last name. But I know that director. He would go on to direct a few Olympus Has Fallen movies, especially the first one. I really enjoyed Training Day. I think it's a pretty good, well done movie about how sometimes shitty cops are really shitty and dirty at times. Of course, they would do that plot with Spiral. But yeah, Training Day got some pretty good disc art on the Blu-ray and the 4K. Definitely want to check out the transfer of this movie, because this movie is pretty damn good. Of course, you get the 4K Ultra HD and then the universe. I mean, Warner Brother 100th anniversary message on there, which is, I don't know why they just put that shit on the back front. They should just put in the back or something at least. But on because I know Universal did their 100th anniversary edition with that. But on Training Day, happy to have this one on 4K. Didn't really own this one at all, but now I have a copy. Thank you, Sean. Training Day is a badass film. Pretty gritty too at times, but I really enjoyed Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke in the film. Next movie I have here is RoboCop, which I guess Sean said that somebody wrote on this. But it's kind of cool to see this. Like, your move, creep. RoboCop versus Kindergarten Cop. That would be funny. But yeah, this is a sealed deep Blu-ray that Sean sent me, which is RoboCop. I really enjoy the first RoboCop film. I still think this movie kicks ass. I don't mind the second film, but it's kind of lackluster compared to. It's like the same situation with Predator 2. It's kind of lackluster compared to the first one. I just prefer the first movie. And they did a RoboCop 3, which was another that was another movie that was a mess, and they went PG-13 on it, and Peter Weller didn't even come back to it. It was a guy from, it was the lead actor that was in was it Thinner? That Stephen King movie Thinner. Yeah, that guy plays the RoboCop in the third movie, and then they did the remake, which I actually don't mind the remake, because the remake was actually the first time to introduce me to RoboCop, because I only saw I saw the first time seeing RoboCop was the remake, and then that's when I noticed about RoboCop the name, and then I started seeing the original movie, and the movie still holds up. I did see the second and third movie after that, but I feel like the first movie is great. I actually do enjoy the remake. The second movie is kind of mixed, and the third movie's kind of a piece of shit. I would say that's the worst movie, is the third movie, because Peter Well's not even in that movie. But on all, the first RoboCop movie kicks ass. And then the last movie that Sean sent me is the 4-pack movie. I know he was sending this to me because I have not checked that. I haven't remembered seeing. I remember not caring for this movie, History and Violence, but I haven't seen it in a while, and I didn't own it. So now he sent me a copy of it. And it also came with other movies in this 4-pack with Jonah Hex, The Losers, and The Watchmen. I didn't even have Watchmen, so that's cool that Watchmen is included in this set. And I like Watchmen. I like this better than Sin City. Losers, I remember seeing it on HBO and not bad film. I have not seen Jonah Hex. It has Josh Brolin and John Malkovich. I'm kind of iffy with Megan Fox, but hopefully it's not bad because of her. But oh no, I'll definitely check it out. But I remember seeing Watchmen. That's a badass Zack Snyder film, and I enjoyed. I didn't mind Losers. I saw it on HBO, and I still got to rewatch History of Violence. I have not seen it in a long time. It's like the same situation with Donnie Darko. I never not remember not carrying it. It's just because I remember not carrying it is because they kill off. Was it what's the actor's name? The one in the Abyss. Damn it, Ed Harris. Because he was a bad guy in this movie, and they built it up really well. Where he looked like he was gonna be the lead villain in the movie, but they kill him off to like halfway in the movie. Like, wait a minute, they building him up to be like this bad villain guy, but they kill him off halfway. I that's probably the reason why I didn't care for it. But now I'm getting older and starting to appreciate movies like this, so definitely want to check this one out. And yeah, that's the all the movies that Sean sent me. So that's a nice haul that he sent. Yeah, thank you, Sean, for sending the package. And yeah, great movies to have, especially Indiana Jones, 4K collection, The People on Stairs on 4K, Point Break on 4K, Training Day on 4K, the RoboCop Blu-ray, Donnie Darko on DVD, which I'll definitely review Donnie Darko and see how I see the movie now, because I remember not caring for it, but I want to check it out and then review it after that. And I also have the Watchmen 4 movie collection with Losers and History of Violence and Jonah Hex. Yeah, thank you, thank you for sending the gift package, Sean. And yeah, that's my movie haul and gift package from Sean over at Cinephile Sanity. Hit the like, subscribe, folks, and yeah, have a good day, everybody. Take care. Bye bye.